How's it going, guys? I kind of made a boo-boo. Started collecting some wood because I had made a copper axe and started piling it all up here. And amazingly, I'll show you how I did it in a minute, but I dropped all this crap and it stopped right there, right at the back of it. So I didn't screw anything up. By the way, we got 2 new things here we're gonna fire up. Rather than show you what they are now, I'll show you when they're done. I planted my raspberry bushes. I think they were raspberry. Cleared out a bit of the trees here. I have still not got one damn sapling from this shit. Starting to get quite annoying. And I want to try something. I don't know if this works. Oh, it don't. Okay. Anyways, I have my pro pick. And if y'all remember, there was a lot of sphalerite right here. So I started checking and it says nothing of interest here. So I started going down this ladder here and I checked the wall and see I had crap, all my torches are out down here. Let me go steal a torch. I started, stopping every like 8 or 12 blocks and checking again. Hi, buddy. And eventually got down to that bottom spot, and when I clicked on the ground below my feet, it said very large sample. And a very large sample means you've got something really, really close. Don't know exactly how close. I've never really looked into it, although I do actually use the wiki for TerraFirmaCraft for some things. I still like to, keep things a little secret as far as just how things work. For a long time, I didn't have the NEI plugin, so I didn't have a way of knowing how to do the molds, and I kept forgetting, so I used it for that. Trying to find stuff, knowing what blocks they're in, whether it's igneous or sedimentary, things like that. It's kind of hard to remember. So when I got down here and I checked here, and I had that, I went that way and I went that way. Still found nothing. So, but when I did this one, this happened. So I came, ouch. So I came down here and was looking around down here, and see, this is a different kind of rock. And I do believe this is going to be the rock where I find it. Now see, if I go this way, it says nothing, medium sample that way. So if it's very large going this way, then that means that that's probably the direction I'm going to find it in. So I need to go check that way a bit more. I still have not found it. It's probably not going to be the easiest to find. I have found sphalerite in this kind of rock before, and it's a real pain in the butt because sphalerite is real close to this color. If you look at, see how that silver is right there, that's kind of how it looks. If I remember correctly, the last time I found it in this stuff, I actually kind of happened upon it by using my pro pick on it. But I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere over here. Now, when I do actually start mining down here, I'm going to have to set up some supports, because this will get me killed quickly trying to mine blocks down here because I will end up having this. Now, I did change the config in here because if anything falls, it will break an ore and destroy it completely. And there's lots of times. See, I think that right there is actually sphalerite. Let's try it. Yep, right there it is. Oh, and it's even rich. That's 35 units. Okay, so I guess all of this that's silvery, and that one is a sphalerite. Ha! I'm an idiot. Can't believe I almost walked right past it. But anyways, it will destroy the ore rather than force it to drop, or just, leave it there. And I don't like that. I can understand why they did it, because people were probably trying to force things to fall on purpose to allow them to get ores before they had a pickaxe. But that's not the reason why I'm doing it. So I'm not leaving that in here. I try to do things somewhat intelligently with the way I mine. I try not to cause too many unneeded cave-ins. But even a dirt or gravel falling on one is enough to cause it to happen. So I guess now that I'm not completely brain dead and have found what I'm actually looking for, because I honestly hadn't found it up until just then. I came down there, I didn't see it, and decided to come back up. Alright, so another thing I've been working on is I started me a field, and because I can't move water, I came all the way over here to this freshwater area I have. This is where I've been getting most of my drinking water, other than rainwater. And yes, I'm playing with one hand for a second, so I'm walking a little goofy. And I decided to start it over here. And so I put my jute down, my one cabbage I had. It looks like my tomatoes are done. And then I got a lot of, I think it's rye and oats over here. Now let me see, do I have a, yes I do. I forgot to bring it over with me, so just make a new hoe real quick. In case anybody doesn't know. Show you how this thing works here. Let's grab a stick. Always got plenty of places to get sticks in this biome. Okay, so you see down there beside my drinking craft there, that little book looking thing? That there is a mode switch for that. See, this with the water means that it is well hydrated. And then if you hit it again, this tells you if it's done. See, those there are green, all those are red, so that means that I can harvest my tomatoes. So you don't have to use the hoe to do it. I'm just too lazy to switch off of it. There we go. We now have some tomatoes, and it is, let's see, early autumn. Okay, so probably not going to be able to get these to grow again, but we're going to try it. Because we are kind of low in the elevation here. Now, I have some jute seeds and some sugar cane, and I seriously doubt those are going to have time. I also have some cabbage, but I don't think I'm going to have time for that either. Tomatoes grow a lot quicker, so we're going to try them. And if it gets cold, they'll drop those seeds on the ground when it kills them, so it's not a major issue. And I want to eat some of this cabbage, get it out of my inventory. I need to start on that cellar mod. I haven't looked into it much yet, but I probably should get started on building one. Do I have... No, don't have one on me. Okay. I took a trip. You see where that L is over there? That's a lignite vein that I found. I'm basically looking for a different biome. Looking for a different type of rock, different types of trees, and could not find one. I have looked all over. I've gone basically all the way to the... Hi, Mr. Rooster. How are you? I basically went all the way to the equator, 0, 0. Well, at least 0 on the X, or the Z. South. And still couldn't find anything but these trees. So I'm going to make a trip up, going the other way, going north, and see what I can find there. Alright, so let's get our stuff checked out here. I got some molds that I made for when I need to make ingots, which I'm probably going to need to do very soon. We have 600 units of bismuth bronze, and we're going to use that for a shovel. Dun, dun, dun. I had a shovel that a zombie had given me, and it broke, so now I have a brand new one. I also broke my scythe I had from clearing leaves, trying to get saplings and sticks. I got tons of sticks, but could not get any saplings. Let's go drop some stuff off over here. I got this that is just full of crap. There's all my clay, my other kind of just stuff. This is gypsum. It's completely useless. These need to get out of my inventory. Shouldn't even be there. And I'm going to put all these seeds in here for storage until next spring. And then this is all the sticks that I've gotten so far. Alright, so we got a scythe and we got a shovel. And the last thing is I want to make a better pickaxe. I'm still going to, finish using this one, but I wanted to get a better one while I had the chance. So that's the 3 tools I'm making. And then I'm going to go ahead and just pour the rest of it into ingots, because I'm going to have to start making my anvil very soon. Pouring things in a mold is not going to last much longer. I will have to do actual blacksmithing work and hammer things out. Now for these, I'm not going to worry about messing with them right now. I'm just going to let them cool and break them out of the mold rather than start working them at the moment. Oh, wait a minute. I'm done. Okay, so one thing you can do if you want to cool them off quickly is you can put them in water. You really can put it in salt water. I thought you could put it in salt water. Alright, so see, it dropped really, really quick, and my water went down as well. See, it dropped super quick. So that'll cool them off quickly for you. And then I can just break them out of the mold. And these, you at least get a chance of getting the mold back. So we'll go ahead and put these down over here. Now, before I can start actually doing my blacksmithing, I actually have to find a rock that I can use for my first anvil. Because your first anvil is a rock, but it has to be a specific kind of rock. Made me a thing of lime water here. I have this small soaked that I wanted to show you guys. Is it really not that way? Again, it's been a while since I did this. I thought you put it that way. Is it this way? Aha, there we go. It's got to go that way. And then I'm going to need a knife, which I apparently don't have anymore. Hi, buddy. How are you? Need to find you a girlfriend so I can start breeding you guys and have some good chicken dinners. I think you can also make a nesting box and get eggs from them. Well, not the rooster, but the female. And I still haven't found me a cow. I've got pigs. I've got the chicken there. And I know there's a female one around here somewhere. I swear I've seen it. Alright. So, once you soak your hide in the lime water, you lay it on here, and you basically just scrape it. Right click on all the pink parts, and that clears it all up like that, and then you can pop it off, and with that you get a small soaked hide. Now, there's also this one here with fresh water in it. Now we're going to soak it in that, and it's going to make a small prepared hide. Now, the only issue is there's one other step that is needed here, and I can't do it. And that is you need a bucket of tannin to tan it in. And you have to have a specific wood log to do that. And part of my trip was going and looking for a different kind of tree, because I was looking for it. Basically like oak, birch, hickory, a really dark kind of wood. And except birch, I'm not quite sure I understand that one, because, well, it's not dark. But, I'm trying to find it. I still haven't found it yet, so until I do that, I'm not going to be able to do anything with making leather, which I'm going to need soon. Plus, I'd like some armor. I made some vodka here. So we've got 6,000 liters of vodka. I made that from a potato that a zombie dropped. Now, what I really need to do is make some vinegar. And vinegar is from vodka with some kind of fruit in it. And I do believe I seen tomato in there, because, well, tomato is a fruit. See if I can see it roll back through there. And I'm not seeing it at the moment, so let's just try it. Now, I'm sure I have to put a specific amount in here. We've got 6,000 millibuckets. So let's cut this off of here. Let's see if this will do it. No. That's 24. That might still be too big. Let's cut it one more time here. That'll give us 12. And we'll try that. No. Alright. Let's go back in here. It needs 100 millibuckets for... Is it really 160 ounces for 100 millibuckets? That does not sound right. I'm wondering if that's off. Because I want to get some vinegar so I can save some of my stuff through winter. Because you can basically soak your cabbage, your meat, just about any vegetables, things like that. You can soak in there. Plus, you need it for brine, which you can use to do something similar. One other thing is I decided to build me a little home. So I put these up so I could dig out a staircase. These chiseled ones here will keep anything from falling. So you'll see I have them every so often here. Keep holding everything up for me. With your chisel, it has modes just like the hoe has. So where did I put my... Oh, my hammer's right here. So this is the one we've always used for doing that. But if I hit M, you'll see the staircase, and then you just have one block. It does a quarter of a block face, so an eighth of a block total. So all you gotta do is just click, and it'll click out that quarter of a block. I actually want to take out this one. That way I don't hit my head trying to come through there. And I want to do this one as well. Now, unlike Chisel and Bits, because this is technically, as far as I know, where Chisel and Bits came from, you can't keep the blocks when you break them. Once you break them, they just break. But it is a nice way of being able to make stairs instead of having to craft them. Alright, let's go ahead and cut the decay off of my wheat here. Oh, yeah, that's gonna, can't do that. Forgot about that. Wheat you can't do that with. There we go, there's my bismuth. So I'm going to throw this stuff in here to keep better. Looks like I'm going to have to cut the cabbage down a bit, because it's not going to fit. Let's see, will that fit? There we go. So we'll put that in there to store it till we get somewhere better. That's also a cooler place down there, so it should keep a little bit better. Fruits keep the worst. Vegetables are right next to fruit on how quickly they rot, if memory serves, and then you got your grains and your meat will store better. Your grains store best if you haven't cut the chaff off of them. So don't cut that off until you're ready to use it, or until you get a lot of rot. I'm going to, in the next one here, now that I got a new... Oh, wait a minute. Crap. I was planning on making me a axe, and apparently never did. So I guess I will get some of this phallarite and go get some more of that copper, because I need to make an axe so I can clear some more of this. I think I'm going to cut this ground down right here just a little bit and make me a little fenced in area over here and bring my pigs over. I want to see if I can feed them with this here. If I remember correctly, you don't need carrots for them, because I want to start getting them familiar with me so I can raise them. Now, will you eat this? No, you will not eat this. So maybe I do have to find a carrot, because I've yet to find me a carrot. But I can put a lead on them. I'm going to get my jute fiber done that I put in that barrel and use that to make a lead and lead them over here and put them in a fence. There we go. Jute fiber's done. And then I'll be able to keep them for wintertime to have me something to eat if I can get them familiar with me. Hopefully you won't try to go down that fence. I definitely want to get you out of that water and over this direction. So a rope is basically like a lead. You just don't need a slime ball and string. So I'm going to bring him on over here. There you go. Or her. You are a her. And I'll go get your boyfriend and bring him on over. And then I will build you guys a little pen to keep you safe and keep you from running into dumb places. Come here, buddy. Now this can be a real pain in the butt trying to do this when you got to go across a lot of land, or when you have one like way across the ocean or something like that. Like when I finally find a cow, I'm probably going to have to bring them back in the wintertime when I can go across the frozen ocean. Alright, so you guys just hang out here, behave yourselves, don't bother the rooster. I know he can be a bit of a cock, but be nice to him. I'm going to bring him on up here with you too. Alright, so I'll make a pen for him, and I'll make a pen for the pigs, and then we'll have a couple domesticated animals we can start getting friendly and be able to breed. So I think that's about it for today. I'm going to go on another boating trip, see if I can find me something to make tannin. Hopefully we can do some leather working in the next one. Get those pens set up and get me some more bronze made up, so maybe we can even get into making a metal anvil if I can find the right stone to make a stone anvil. So have a good one. I'll see you next time.